Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Hank Strange. This is StrangerPalooza. Today, I want to do something a little different, start a series off here. I'm going to ask 5 tough questions to a van builder, and they don't know what I'm going to ask them, but this is based on having done this channel for so long and having a lot of feedback from you guys. I basically have a really good idea of the tough questions that you guys want answered. So we're going to ask those questions, they're going to answer it, they don't know what it is, I'm going to let them answer it, and then we're out. Alright folks, let me tell you about an absolute game changer for those of us living the van life or embarking on overlanding adventures. Today's sponsor, Liquified, has come up with the ultimate solution for RV tank troubles. You know, there's nothing worse than stubborn tank buildup when you're out on the road, right? Well, Liquified RV Tank Cleaner is here to help make those worries a thing of the past. This enzyme-based solution does exactly what its name suggests. It liquefies solid waste and toilet paper, making the dumping process smooth, clean, and easy. And the best part, it's environmentally friendly and 100% biodegradable. So you can maintain your RV without harming Mother Nature. You can snag this must-have product on Amazon today. Just click on the link in this video's description. Trust me, your RV tank and your peace of mind will thank you. Make every journey a clean and fresh one with Liquified. Okay, so the first one's going to be Ron of Midwest Automotive Design. Ron, my friend. Today, right now at this moment, we're buddies.
Should I turn the seat heat on to make the hot
maybe,
seat?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
in the hot seat.
Yeah.
All right,
so 5 tough questions.
Yes,
you don't
sir.
know what they are.
No,
Let's just
I
jump.
tried to get them out of you, but
No way. Yeah, you're not going to get it. So other guys may want to look at this later to find out. Okay, the number one question that I get from people, why so expensive?
Yeah.
Why are the vans so expensive?
No, that's an excellent question, right? So chassis, right? I remember a Patriot 2015 would cost you 95 grand. Okay, at some places it would actually get under 100.
Yeah.
Now you can't get them under 160, right? Even bottom dollar. So let's talk about a few things, right? So the chassis prices increased from $45,000. At that time, it was only rear-wheel drive. There was no safety functions. You are getting more as it goes, right? Okay. But there's a certain level to where it just increased. So you can't get a chassis now for 90, like it's 90 grand, right? So that's a double the cost in the chassis price. So that right there is the big chunk of that big difference.
Okay.
Okay. And then of course, you know, everything increases in cost. I mean, that's nearly a decade ago, right, to what it is today. And yeah, everything also got nicer. You know, we didn't have Firefly touchscreens. We had multiplex. The audio system was great, but this is better. You know, so everything got better as it went. Okay. Right? So they've always been expensive, right? The square footage wise, this has got to be one of the worst ones in the industry when it comes to dollar per square foot. But the amenities that a Class B customer wants is very high end. So I talk about this a lot of times at shows. You know, they may not be a customer just because, you know, they don't know the information, but for instance, instant hot water heaters, those items were only available on super high-end Class A motorhomes. Not the entry level, not the gas, nothing like that. Those are all like the same, like 6-gallon LP hot water heaters that you get from a travel trailer, right? You'd have to get over $500,000 on a Class A motorhome to get some of these amenities that all Class B customers want. Okay. So, I mean, it's just, there are those items you can get, and they're in Dodges, right? But on Mercedes-Benz, it's what the customers want. They want the high end, and it just costs a lot of money. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, yeah. It's a high rent district. Right. No doubt about it. Yeah.
And I'm trying to stay neutral here.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just letting you give your answer.
It's a good question.
Yeah. And a follow-up to this would be, and like, where do you see the resale? So let's say someone buys it and then they go to sell it for whatever reason, trade it up. Where do you see that based off of what you're saying? Yeah, no. So great point, Hank. It's still among the best. When it comes to RVs, the Class B holds its value better than any other product. Okay. Any other product. I think it has to do with a few things, right? The cost of the vehicles keep increasing over time, meaning that used inventory actually is gaining a little bit of money while they're depreciating as well, right? So the depreciation isn't as low. And then, of course, we're on the cutting edge technology on Class Bs. You know, like I was just explaining there. So it doesn't go out of date as quick either. Okay. All right. So yeah. So resale value is among the best. But it is something concerned. You buy something for 200 grand. What's going to be Well, it's going to depreciate, but it's among the best in the RV community. Okay, makes sense. All right, number 2 question. why so many problems? So parts availability,
Sure.
recalls, etc. We're seeing a lot of that stuff. Why?
Yeah.
Why is that happening?
Okay. The market's growing, right? So people are pushing their manufacturing ceiling. Okay. And obviously, and I again said cutting edge technology. Mercedes-Benz, I mean, this is one of the most efficient diesel motors in the entire industry, right? When it comes to DEF sensors, emissions, all these kinds of stuff, we are pushing the ceiling on technology.
Okay.
So when you're doing that, both sides, you're pushing the rate at what they're being produced because the market's still growing, and you're pushing technology boundaries. You're going to have some of those hiccups, no doubt about it. You try your best to control them. I think we at Midwest Automotive Designs, we try to listen to our customers, such as we realize some technologies don't work, like 12-volt air conditioners, and we said, no, we're done. We'll go old school and we'll go back to 110. But you're going to run into those hiccups, no doubt about it. There's just no way to get around it.
Okay, makes sense. Number 3 question I get from people: why don't you have better floor plans?
Sure. So there's a lot that goes into a floor plan, right? Okay. We have to hit so many marks, okay? When I first started getting these going in 2014 for Midwest, we had so many different variations. We had the MP4, all right, which is a mid-bath passenger side 4 captain's chairs. Then now you only see an MD4, and then we had a rear bath and all these different ones on the Mercedes. Why do we only have basically 3 now? Because those 3 were the best sellers, and it helps make sure that our bottom line stays afloat, and you always have a manufacturer you can stay behind, and it will always be able to get you parts. We're not going anywhere.
Okay.
Right? You just have to get a little smarter on manufacturing aspects. Also, trial and error. Right? You remember the old, the old Winnebago that had the slide out of the side on the Class B? Well, it failed all the time. Right? So it's one of those things where, you look at our history of Class Bs. I think we've tried every floor plan. We just have to stick to the ones that we know that sell the best.
Absolutely.
Right? It just works itself out like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, number 4, why isn't the van I want available right now?
Are you talking about the Ford Patriot with the roof rack, off-road, the Trail Boss package?
Yeah,
Hank?
I mean, at this stage of the market, why are there still issues getting vans? It's kind of weird, right? Because this is a buyer's market, so why is stuff not available? So it's kind of like from the last question.
Our end, it's gotten significantly better. Okay, significantly better. So I think I've told you this before. Rev, our parent company, invested in a foreign trade zone for us.
Okay. Yes.
We were sick and tired of getting basically decontented chassis from Mercedes-Benz, South Carolina. And it hurt me, but a lot of people, not just me, integrity-wise. You sell something and it didn't come in exactly the way they wanted it, and it's just like, it is what it is, and that sucks.
Okay.
So what we did was we got a foreign trade zone. All of our chassis now come from Germany. They're fully loaded. I'm not competing against Amazon. Well, I may be competing against European Amazon, but not the United States Amazon and all these other places. So, like, if you notice, Hank, in the van we were just in, it had an FTZ on the side.
Yes, I saw that in one of the videos I did with Nick.
Yes. Yeah. So foreign trade zone is what that means. That is a German chassis.
So that's better for the folks out there.
Absolutely. So all-wheel drives on the new inline 4 with every option, Midwest Automotive Designs has that available. So I can get you 1 in 2 months.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. All right. Well answered. Okay. Number 5, and then we're going to have a bonus at the end of this. Okay. Number 5. Where is the innovation, Ron?
Innovation, sure.
Yes. Because I get that from a lot of people. Like, oh, why aren't they innovating? Why don't I see what's over in Europe you were just talking about?
Yeah, I'm going to go back to what I originally said when it comes to technology-wise. These Class Bs are the most high-tech RVs in our entire industry, here in the United States. I understand when people start talking about innovation when it comes to maybe, better cubby spots, some of these little tiny things.
Or maybe what you just said with the slide-outs. Like, why people ask me, why don't I see slide-outs?
But when I start looking at their lithium systems, they don't even have air conditioning, on most of these European. Don't get me wrong, I like the European look,
me
Our
too.
new Heritage model has nice rounded cabinetry that's very European style. But I think it's kind of something that people just associate the Europeans are always ahead of us.
The grass is always greener.
It's always greener. You got to go look at one in person. There's a lot of good videos and Instagram of some of these vehicles over there.
Okay, cool. So the bonus, since you survived this long,
Thanks.
I'm going to give you the bonus. How much time do you spend looking at the competition? Which kind of relates back to
Yes.
number 3, like floor plans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What do you guys? How much time do you guys spend on that?
Well, enough for my wife to say, put the phone down.
Oh, really?
Okay. So, yeah, no, I want to win, right? I'm a competitive person. And like I said, I know my sales are going to be increased if my product is better, right? Right. That's the easiest solution. Sure, I can be a great salesman or whatever, right? But the easiest solution is just have less objections for the customer, right?
Yeah.
Right. Everybody's happy in that situation. So it makes my job easier. It makes the customer happier. So do I study it? Yeah, I study it all the time.
Okay.
Right. And I look at it all the time. I still think our product is the best in the industry, especially price point. I think some people are really getting hit over the head on some of these new guys in the market that came out during COVID. Just makes no sense at all to me price wise. Like, why does that cost $250 when this costs $205 for us? It's just obviously they're getting their manufacturing up and rolling, but there's a lot of things I don't understand, but I'm not arrogant enough to say that like they don't do some cool things that we need to look at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to say that, but I do think our product is very compelling.
Okay, good. Yes, thanks a lot, man.
Yep,
Thanks for taking the chance with us here and playing along with the game.
Yeah.
How was it?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
No, it was great. No, these are questions.
You genuinely didn't know.
Yeah, no, I did not know.
Yeah. Right.
And I think I like this segment.
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. We'll do it again if we can
Yep.
get, some brave folks out there to do it.
Sounds good.
Well done. Thanks, man.
Yep,
I
yep.
appreciate it.
Anytime,
Thank
bud.
you. All right, guys. So I'm going to keep this short. We're out of here. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.